America keeps just moving forward, and we, the people, just keep moving forward, trying to do what? Trying to understand exactly what's going on. As you know, every day it's another challenge. But I just really want to understand. Basically, Master P did not graduate in 30 days. Maybe he didn't. Whatever. He figured out how to make some money. I mean, the system was created to keep you at a level of where you are. I love peanut butter sandwiches. Are you welcome? Are you in there? I don't know. Because the deal is, you have to choose what? You have to choose to be you. And if you choose not to be you, then what can I say? Choice is everything. But here we are living in the year of 2024. No, 2025, right? Time just keeps moving forward. But where are we? Arkansas. I'm not exactly what he's talking about. Last name. But the deal is that as an American, you should have some basic expectations. They would be life, liberty, and the pursuit of. And what does that look like for you? Because remember, it's you're the one that's in charge of choosing or not choosing or making a choice or having a choice. And here we are living in the year. Elections are public to ourselves. What does that look like? I'm telling you, failure is not an option. Why? Because we all pay these things called taxes. And there's a tax on this or a tax on that. There's always some tax on something. But when the money comes back to the local community, hell, if you don't understand what the census is all about, it counts every breathing body within a territory. And then for the money that is paid into the system, don't cry about taxes. Pay your fair share. Or they're going to get it anyway just because you get a public service. And then so, let's see. When the money comes back to your community, then it's up to you to do what? Make decisions as to how they'll use that money. But if you never, ever show up, then I promise you, your voice will just be unheard. And all that money sitting up there on the table, well, somebody's going to use it. I mean, Medicaid is Medicaid, and Medi-Cal is Medi-Cal, and every child at the age of 3 or at birth. The public health care system is about 3-month checkups, 6 months checkups, 9 months checkups for babies. And if you have a good health care provider, you just go and do the routine. Now we have that Congress member talking about vaccines and aren't they even necessary? And I'm telling you, they got a measles outbreak in Texas. They had salmonella poisoning in the eggs here in Las Vegas, and just don't buy no eggs. And that's what I can say. Hello, and welcome to the conversation. I'm going to be here for only a little while, because then I have to take my son to work. But I figured I should talk now, because change is happening every day. And with all this violence and people having something to say about their dislike of what's happening, because it is 2025. And I'm saying, well, come on now. Those rules were made and embedded in whatever. But did you see that Alex Padilla? Did you see what they did to him? They treated him like they treat black folks. That's all I'm going to say. Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh, my. But look at us as a people. We may not make it to the next day. And I'm saying lions, tigers, and bears. But did you see what elephants do when elephants are pissed off? Oh, that's a poor thing. Somebody's talking about how do you make vegetables more exciting. But I'm telling you, my son is a raw food vegan, and he can really, he's like a chef. He can just do whatever. And he can show you, too, how to make the meals that are whatever. But, it's not how I grew up. But I don't eat a whole lot of meat anymore. And it's important to do moderation with whatever you do. Anything in moderation. And I'm sweating about here, and it's only like 105 degrees. But I think as the summer goes on, then you just get used to it. Try not to wear so many clothes, but just get used to the heat. That's real. But I did say I'd go put some pants on before I go take my son to work. But maybe I will, maybe I won't, because I got my shorts on. But anyways, yeah, in America, we just have to be who we are. And so, I've been streaming for a long time, but I really just really got comfortable into streaming and talking because I talk. Mm, well, conversation is conversation. Not everybody can have one. And so, what I've seen here in Nevada is unfortunate because failure is just an option, but social promotion is too. And to socially promote people, who's that? Oh, Lord. That little plastic bag almost looked like an arm, didn't it, behind me? That's crazy. I didn't know what I was looking at. Now I do. It's just a bag. And social emotional learning, willful defiance, all we're talking about is human development and human behavior. But when the people here won't even come out their door to talk about unacceptable that they are now retirement age and don't get enough money to sustain themselves, and envy energy would like to raise the rates a 9% a quarter, for a whole year. And it comes out to be like 30 something percent. I believe that's what somebody was explaining to me. But guess what? I can't afford the energy bill now. No, because I was paying, that's why actually I went to the public utilities meeting, commission meeting, because they had a public meeting to speak out on what you thought as an individual. And so many people just don't have time to attend these meetings. But it is important that your voice is heard because we all have to understand it is we the people. But how do we the people even participate? How do you even do it? I don't know. But I promise you that in the year of 2025, the whole purpose of states' rights and states' obligation and states' responsibility to who? You, the people. You're entitled to something, and that would be that high school diploma. But if you didn't get that, and you got a certificate of completion, well, I don't know what that actually does for you because they didn't create jobs around certificates of completion. But I want to tell you, people don't respect Obama, but I do because Barack Obama created a program that said all states, every state, all of them must create a pathway for sustainable citizenship, whatever. They give everybody 2 years of vocational training. Now that should get you into a job somewhere. But when they're not held accountable for even giving you a goddamn ID, I mean, they give you a temporary ID, and then when it expires, then you could go back to jail because you didn't have a. And I'm saying, what kind of stuff is this? Because I've really never witnessed this level of dysfunction, and then I just understood. The harvest is ripe. Bing, bing, bing. Human capital. Microsoft was saying that all the time because, they sold us Microsoft Office Professional. Then we just had to have this subscription. I'm not paying for a fucking subscription. I'm just not. I paid for Microsoft Office, and you could only put it on one device or maybe two devices, whatever. And then, but you still have to pay this subscription price. And I'm saying, see, when they sold us the product, we could just use it. And you could use it up to 5 computers. Then all of a sudden, limitations kicked in. And now, they want you to pay access fee for your shit that you created with their shit. And I'm saying, oh, hell no. I'll put my old software back on something that's older that can still run and still utilize because pimping ain't easy when I understand. The harvest is ripe. And here we are, living in the year of 2025. It's not in the year 2025 if I am still, and I am alive, but it's not 2025, it's just 25. It's not 2025, but it's just 25. But then understand that Michael lived and Malcolm lived and Medgar, and you could just go through a history. But they would like to end the history of the Negro people. And I'm saying, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're not aware, but I'm not going anywhere. And I don't care if you respect that we are here and we fought this battle as equal access and equal protection and equal, whatever the Constitution says, it certainly says it. But you don't have the right to do anything to to any devices that I have purchased because you didn't purchase them. And that's just what it is. So, I mean, some people just take this shit that they do to you because you can't change what they do to you. You can't stop them from doing. What are you going to do? I don't know. Scream at the top of your lung and say, oh no, I'm sorry. But did you not know that I am free and I'm an American? And I know that Pledge of Allegiance, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for, okay, Darlene Anderson, Darlene Phillips Anderson, well, Darlene Anderson. You do and ask AI who I am. I'm sure it'll give you a real perfect picture. I believe in community participation. And I would lead the charge because failure would never be an option in America because failure to thrive is just a failure to thrive. But what will you do in 2025? And I say, speak and be heard. Understand content is everything, and content is going to be cash. It's coming our way. So have a blessed day and look for me. Check out my podcast over there on Spotify. That would be Parent Empowerment Half an Hour on Spotify. Somebody said, oh, you should put what the hell behind it. And I did for a minute, but it wasn't really, whatever. And then I am Citizen Anderson over there on Podbean. And for a minute there, every app that I used was just so full of information that I was just putting out. But content is cash, and that's going to be everything soon. But what can I say? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of. And I believe in all of that. So, until we meet again, y'all, have a blessed day. This is DA saying, peace out. Y'all, have a blessed day now. Yes, I'd like to end.